You're doing no contact wrong, and let me tell you why and what to do instead. So let's be real, you're doing no contact, but you're anxiously checking your phone. You're still hoping they'll notice your absence. You're waiting, desperately, waking up in the mornings, checking your phone for the first thing to see if there's a message from them, feeling that feeling in your chest when there isn't, and you're just waiting for them to turn around and realize, oh my God, I miss you so much. I'm back. I'm everything you want and you need. And that is your problem. No contact was never about making someone miss you. It wasn't about manipulating a reaction or response. And that is what it's used for today. And let me tell you how to really do it, because this is what no one talks about. This is why it's not working for you. No contact only works when you use it to shift your identity. So instead of not making, you don't want to use it to make someone regret losing you. You want to become the version of you that someone regrets losing, and then it comes back. It shifts. That's exactly how it works. But today I'm going to show you exactly why most people fail at no contact and what's actually happening on an energetic level, and how to use it in a way that makes you magnetic, not desperate. So if you don't know me already, I'm Candice, and I'm a trauma and mindset coach, helping you move from anxious to secure in your relationships, to have healthy, secure relationships without wasting years in therapy. And just so you know, I was like you. I used to do no contact wrong all the time. I would die on that hill. I would go weeks without reaching out, but still in the same anxious energy of pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, choose me, choose me, choose me. Still checking if they watch my stories, still hoping they notice me, that suddenly they're there, and everything was still very much about them. And guess what? It never worked. Because love is a mirror, and as long as I was still in the energy of waiting, my reality was going to reflect more waiting. I was still in that energy, and that's what we're changing today. So don't make the mistakes I made. Here, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know. So most people think no contact is a punishment. They think if they just disappear, the other person will suddenly wake up and suddenly see their worth, realize their worth. But if your self-worth is still attached to whether or not they come back, whether they message you, whatever it is, then you actually haven't detached at all, and you haven't realized your self-worth, because you need to realize it first for somebody else to be able to realize it. And your energy reflects that. It reflects. People, they can feel it. So here's where you're doing no contact wrong. If you're still sitting there thinking it's been 10 days and why haven't they texted me, you're not actually in no contact, you're in waiting. You're in waiting. And this is waiting energy is still chasing energy. So you might think, and believe me, I used to think it too, that, oh, I haven't reached out, so they're missing me, and they must want me now because it's been this amount of days, and, because I haven't reached out, then, I'm not chasing still. Well, that is a big mistake, because your energy is everything and they can feel that. So no, it doesn't matter that you haven't reached out if you are still sitting there chasing and waiting for them. The version of you who is secure isn't counting down days. The version of you that knows that they are so freaking worthy, that they are so freaking irreplaceable, they're not sitting there counting down the days. They're actually too flipping busy living their fabulous life. And that is the shift that you need to make. And the other mistake you're making is that you're still giving your power away. If you're obsessing over will they notice, will they come back, do they miss me, then your emotional world is still being controlled by them. Secure people don't let someone's absence determine their worth. They assume they're always wanted, always chosen, and always missed, of course. And they take control of that. They don't sit there obsessing over this person giving away that power. No, they decide that of course they miss them. Of course they want them. Of course they are flipping chosen. How could they not? And the other thing you're doing is that you're staying in the same energy and you're not shifting your identity inside. This is the biggest reason why no contact works. If you're still the same person who felt rejected, abandoned, or desperate before no contact, and you're the same person, you're still that same person, and that's why no contact happened, then the result will still be the same. Even if they come back, even if they do come back, you will still be that version of you that is still felt rejected, abandoned, and desperate. So you want to change that, because it's going to make your relationship so much better when they do come back, or even any relationship you do go into, because the version of you who's pursued, prioritized, and loved in the way that you actually want, that version of you isn't waiting for somebody to choose them. They are choosing themselves and living their best life. And that is what you need to do. That is the shifts that you need to make. So how does that actually work? Let me show you. So step one is you're going to think of it as an identity shift. You're not thinking of it as no contact. You're thinking of it as, no, I'm not interested in that version of me and that version of them. And now I'm shifting into a whole new identity. And it's not how long you don't reach out for, it's how fast you can shift into that version of you that is no longer available for breadcrumbs, that is no longer accepting whatever it was that caused you to go into no contact in the first place. You need to shift out of that person, otherwise you're just going to keep repeating the same mistakes. And the moment you stop being a match for the version of them who ignored you is the version that is the time when everything shifts for you. The version of when you stop being that person that is so flipping replaceable that you're sitting there waiting for them to come running back and miss you and suddenly realize how fucking amazing you are, that is when everything's going to change. When you shift into the version that's like, I am so irreplaceable, it is their flipping loss and they know it, then that is when it's going to match that. It's going to change that for you. So that is the energy that you need to be in. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to shift into the energy of the person who's chosen. Do you think the version of you who is effortlessly pursued is sitting there analysing texts, watching their stories, looking for any kind of proof that somehow they remember that you exist? No, they're not. They are booked out. They are focused on them. They are too busy being adored, to adoring themselves, wanting themselves to be concerned about someone who isn't consistent with them. They are deciding that for themselves. They are on the flipping pedestal, and that is what you need to do. You need to put yourself on the pedestal. You sitting there waiting, desperately hoping and praying that they choose you is not getting you anywhere. That's exactly why the relationship went however it went in the first place. So that is where you need to shift that energy back to you. No, of course I am chosen. Of course they want me. Absolutely. And because I know that, I'm going to go out and have the best time, because I deserve to be spending my time doing great things for me and feeling good for me. And then the third thing you're going to do, you're actually going to detach from the outcome, but for real this time. Not the fake one where you don't text them so you think you're detached and they'll know it and they'll feel that detachment. They do not feel that detachment. That's why they've not come back. They will feel it when you genuinely let go. And I mean fully let go. Not like, act like you don't care. It's like, and it's not to say that you don't want them. I'm not saying you're going to detach in the sense that you don't want them, you don't want to ever hear from them again, you don't care. It's not that. I get it. I know it's hard. But you're going to detach from that version of you that is willing to accept that rubbish, that is willing to sit there and wait. That is a version of you that is willing to sit there and wait. You're going to detach from that version of you, and you're going to detach from that version of them that made you go into no contact in the first place and is giving you breadcrumbs or is making you wait for them and is not just calling your phone telling you, oh my God, I love you, whatever. You're going to detach from all of that. You're going to step up your energy and be like, you know what? I deserve the best. I am worthy of the best. I deserve it. I'm a good person. I deserve all of these good things. And I'm only accepting that because that's who I am. I'm the prize. I'm a good person. I'm loved. I am love. And that's what I deserve. And you're going to just trust. I trust that I'm so magnetic that I don't even need to think about this anymore because I trust that it's all working out for me, kind of thing. You're going to just focus on that instead. Shift into that powerful energy instead of sitting there waiting, and watch when you do this is when things really shift, because you've taken your power back. You've put yourself on a pedestal, you've taken them off the pedestal, and that feels so much better. So let me ask you this: are you using no contact as a game, secretly hoping they'll react and suddenly realize, wow, I really want them, oh my God, I'm really like now suddenly like they're so worthy? No. Do you see how disempowering that is? You are better than that. Or are you using it as a way to fully shift into the version of you who never has to play games at all? You know, it's one thing, you went no contact, that's fine. But you go no contact from the point of, you know what, I'm not putting up with this. I'm better than this. I deserve better. That is the people that where no contact works for them, not the ones where it's, oh, I'll just take my attention away for a second and they'll miss me, but I'm still so stuck in being that person, and I'm stuck wanting them to want me and choose me and all of those things, and energetically change things. You will never, it won't change anything, and you deserve that. And that is the difference between people where no contact works and where it doesn't. And you know what I want to say is, I don't believe in any of these kind of games, these dating games. No contact shouldn't be used as a dating game of manipulation, which I've made clear in this video. But do I want you to get what you deserve? Do I want you to realize how flipping amazing you are, how worthy you are, how much you are the prize, and how much you deserve relationships where you are treated well and that you realize your own worth? Yes, I do want you to realize that. Yes, I do want you to, if that requires you to take some absence to figure out who you are and remember who you are, remember how amazing you are and how much you need this and how much you deserve this and how much everything, then yes, do it from that point of view, because that's different. That's when you're shifting into our identity of, you know what, I deserve better and this is what I'm going to do for myself. I'm not going to chase. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to put myself on the pedestal, and whatever happens, happens. If they come back, they come back. But either way, I deserve to feel good. I deserve good relationships. I deserve to know that I am worthy and enough as I am. Do I want you to do it from that? Yes, of course. That's empowering. Do that. Don't do it from the point of, oh my God, I'm just going to do it to get them back and to manipulate them into missing me so much that they do whatever I want. No, no, no. That will never work. Even if you did manage to get them back for a second, you'll end up losing them again and it will not feel good. You'll be constantly in this cycle. Do it to shift your identity, because that is what you deserve. And you know, if this is something that you want, this is exactly what I show you exactly step by step how to do in my signature program, Anxious, Secure and Love. If you want to start, I have a free 90-minute masterclass, Stop Sabotaging Relationships with Anxiety. I will leave the link in the description below for both. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I will have lots more content for you. Until next time, see you soon.